Kingdom Quest. We have had loads of fun over the past few weeks. We've been on exciting adventures, we've taken on difficult challenges, we've had loads of fun and silliness, and we've got to know more about the real King, King Jesus, and his real kingdom. Well, today might be the last Kingdom Quest, but it's going to be just as fun. We're going to have games and adventures and challenges, and we're going to find out even more about King Jesus and his real kingdom. We're going to start off by playing one of my favourite ever games. Here in the great kingdom of Kendry, there is a volcano. A volcano that could erupt at any point. And so one of our favourite games to play helps us to prepare for the day that that volcano will erupt. The game is called The Floor is Lava. So in this game, you have to use your imagination. You need to imagine that the floor could turn into lava at any moment. And lava is hot. It will burn you. You die if you stand on it. And so as soon as the floor turns to lava, you have to jump off the floor onto something high up. Maybe a sofa, or a chair, or a table, or a bed, or your brother, or your sister, or anything that's not on the floor. You have to be as quick as you can to jump off the floor so that the lava doesn't burn you. Do you understand? Great. So here's a practice. The floor is lava! Well done. Now it's about to get trickier. You only have 3 seconds to jump from the floor to the chair as soon as the floor turns to lava. So stand on the floor, do a little dance. The floor is lava! Did you escape the lava in time? Well done! Okay, now to make things trickier, we're going to put some music on and dance around. And you won't know when I'm going to say the floor is lava. But as soon as I say the floor is lava, the floor will turn to lava and you must jump off it onto anything you can see. Okay? Let's go. The floor is lava! Well done, jump now. Okay? And back to dancing. Choose something new. Find something new that can get you off the floor so that your feet don't burn in the lava. Okay? Ready? Let's dance. The floor is lava! And dance. We have been setting you some crazy challenges. How fast you can go up and down the slide in the park, how far you can throw paper aeroplanes. But this is the last ever week of Kingdom Quest, so I'm not going to set you one challenge, I'm not going to set you 2 challenges, I'm going to set you 3 incredible challenges! Challenge number 1, you will need a strawberry lace. The challenge is to take 1 strawberry lace, put the very tip of the strawberry lace into your mouth, then without using your hands, slurp up the lace and try and eat it all. And try and eat it all as fast as you can. Let's see how fast I can do it. can beat me? For challenge number 2, you'll need a bag of hula hoops. Any flavour, doesn't matter which. The challenge is to build a tower of hula hoops and see how many hula hoops high you can make it. Let's see how well I can do. So far I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. My record is 6. Can you beat 6? Your challenge is to make a tower bigger than 6 hula hoops. And the final challenge is the age-old classic, the bottle flip. You will need 1 bottle of water and a flat surface, the floor or a table. For this challenge, you have to take a bottle of water, stand it on a table, flip it over and try and get it to land straight up. Let's see how many attempts it takes me to flip this bottle. That's quite a lot. I reckon you could definitely beat that. Well, there's 3 challenges for you to try this week. Maybe try it with your friends at school. But now it's time to see what my friend Douglas the Dragon has been getting up to this week. He's been with Prince John and his family. Let's see what he's been up to.
I've been asked to look after a dragon. I don't think there's any such thing as a dragon. Really, honestly. Dragon!
Hello.
Come on, Douglas. Anna, look at me.
But there's another one of my friends from the kingdom who's really enjoyed having adventures with you this summer, and that is Jim the stable boy. I wonder what he's been up to this week. Let's have a look.
Hello everyone, this is my horse Maximus. The king gave him to me. I love riding Maximus. He can go so fast. Watch this. Giddy up, Maximus! Phew! I think I need a rest. Shall we have a rest, Maximus? Great. What a lovely ride in the woods. I wonder if there's any other creatures around here. Ah! A snake! Quick, Maximus, let's get out of here. A snake just bit me. Ouch! That snake bite Do-do-do-do. A message from the king. To you, Jim the stable boy. You have been bitten by a poisonous snake and you're going to die. The king has sent you this special medicine, snake antivenom. You need to drink it so that you will live. No, I don't think you're right. I don't think that snake was poisonous. I feel fine. I'm just going to keep riding my horse. See you later, Harold. Do-do-do-do! A message from the king. Jim the stable boy, you must drink this medicine or else you will die. Hey, leave me alone. I don't like yucky medicine. And I feel fine. I don't believe that snake was poisonous. And I don't believe I need that medicine. Goodbye. No, wait! Actually, I do feel kind of funny now. And dizzy. And sick. Oh no. Everything's turned green. I'm going to die. That snake was poisonous. Do-do-do-do-do-do. A message from the king. You must listen. Drink this antivenom now. Okay. I'm listening. I'll drink the medicine. Oh, wow, I feel much better now. That snake was poisonous. I was going to die. But that medicine saved me. Thank you, Harold. Don't thank me. Thank the king. He sent you the medicine. Wow, the king saved my life.
Wow, that was a close one. It's a good job Jim listened to the king in the end, otherwise he would have died. Now that was just a story. It wasn't real. But there is a real king, King Jesus, and he tells us another story to help us understand why it's so important to listen to him. It's a story about a gardener who plants some seeds. Have you ever planted a seed and seen it grow? What does a seed need to grow into a plant? That's right, it needs sun, it needs water, and it needs good soil. Well, let's listen to Jesus' story now. See if you can see which seed grows and lives the longest.
A farmer went out to plant some seed. As he scattered it across his field, some of the seed fell on a footpath where it was stepped on, and the birds came and ate it. Other seed fell on shallow soil among rocks. The seed began to grow quickly because the soil was shallow, but the plant soon wilted under the hot sun, and since it didn't have deep roots, it died. Other seed fell among thorns that grew up and choked out the tender plants. Still, other seed fell on fertile soil. This seed grew and produced a crop that was 100 times as much as had been planted.
Did you see what happened to the first 3 lots of seeds that the farmer planted? The ones on the path and the rocks and the thorns? They didn't grow. It is a sad story for those seeds. They didn't grow, they died. But did you see what happened to the last lot of seeds? The seeds that fell on good soil. Those seeds grew up into plants and they lived. They didn't get choked by thorns, they didn't wither up and died. They grew and lived and made more seeds. But this story isn't just to teach us how to grow plants. Jesus told this story to help us to understand how important it is to listen to him. Listen to how Jesus explained this story to his friends.
Hey, Jesus! Yeah?
Later, the disciples came to Jesus and asked what this parable meant. Jesus said, "The farmer plants seed by taking God's word to others. The seed that fell on the footpath represents those who hear the message, only to have Satan come at once and take it away. The seed on the rocky soil represents those who hear the message and immediately receive it with joy. But since they don't have deep roots, they don't last long. They fall away as soon as they have problems or are treated badly for believing God's word. The seed that fell among the thorns represents others who hear God's word, but all too quickly the message is crowded out by the worries of this life and the desire for other things. And the seed that fell on good soil represents those who hear and accept God's word and produce a harvest of 30, 60, or even 100 times as much as had been planted.
Jesus told this story about the farmer and his seeds because he wanted us to understand how important it is to listen to him. He wanted us to see that some people are like seeds that fall on the path. They hear God's word, they hear what Jesus is saying, but they don't really listen and they don't believe it. A bit like how at first Jim didn't believe the king's message, that he would die if he didn't drink the medicine that he was giving to him. It's like hearing about King Jesus in these Kingdom Quest videos, but not really listening, not really paying attention, not really believing what we're saying about Jesus. That's like being a seed that falls on the path. Other people are like the seeds that fell on the rocky ground. They hear God's word and they believe it for a little while, but then when it gets hard to keep following Jesus, they give up and stop believing. It's like saying that you believe in Jesus, but when someone makes fun of you or says you're weird for following Jesus, you just give up and stop believing. That's like being a seed that's fallen on the rocks. Other people are like the seeds that fell among the thorns. They hear God's word and they believe it, but there are other things that are more important to them than living God's way. A bit like how Jim was too busy riding his horse to really listen to the king's message. It's like hearing the message about Jesus and kind of believing in him, but there are other things more important to you, like your friends or watching TV or playing on your PlayStation. That's like being a seed that's fallen among the thorns. Jesus is saying it's not good to be like any of those seeds that have fallen on those kind of grounds, the rocks or the path or the thorns. None of those seeds have a happy ending. And none of those people have a happy ending because they didn't really listen to Jesus' message and believe in him. The only seeds that have a good ending to their story is the seeds that fall on the good soil. Jesus says that people who listen to him and believe what he says are like seeds that have fallen on good soil. Jesus is the most important thing to them. And they keep believing even when it's really hard to follow him, even when people are making fun of them. They don't give up. And like the seed that's been planted in the good soil, those people have a happy ending. They live. They have life forever with Jesus. You see, plants need good soil to live. And we need Jesus to live. He says everyone who listens to him and believes what he says will have life forever. A bit like how Jim needed to listen to the king's message so that he could live and not die from the snake poison. So the question is, are you like the seed planted in the good soil? Are you going to be like Jim and listen to the king's message? Are you going to listen to Jesus and have life forever? You see, King Jesus' message is really good news. If you believe in him, you will have life forever. Let's sing about that good news now with our memory verse. This is the last week of Kingdom Quest, and so it's the last week that we'll be singing our memory verse. So let's sing loudly, let's do big actions, and let's praise Jesus for the good news that he brings.
Good news about Jesus.
the good soil. It grew up, it had life, and then it spread more seeds all over the good soil so that they could have life too. Now, if you already believe in Jesus, then that's your job. Your job is to be like a plant, planted in good soil, spreading seeds so that more people can know Jesus and have life. It doesn't mean go around planting seeds. It means go around telling people about Jesus, telling people that by believing in Jesus and listening to him, you can have life forever. And then more people can be like seeds that are planted in good soil. They can grow up and have life. So why not this week, now that you're back at school, tell your friends about Jesus? I bet lots of them don't know about him. Why not tell them the things that you love about Jesus? Tell them about how they can have life by believing in him. Now it's time for our last ever craft corner with Prince John. Let's see what he's making this week.
Hello and welcome to Craft Corner. Don't worry, I've not become a jester again. I'm still Prince John, but we're going to make this today. Now, when we're wearing this, we must tell our silly jokes like, what do you call an alligator in a vest? An investigator. Or, what do you call a sleeping bull? A bulldozer. Let's get on with the craft. Okay, for this craft, we're going to need some coloured card, some scissors, a pencil and a ruler, some gloopy glue, and sellotape in case the gloopy glue doesn't work, and some, oh yes, gummy bears. Score! Okay, for the first part of the craft, we're going to need one of the sheets of A4 card, and with our pencil and ruler, we're going to draw 2 lines. Just using half of the card there. Now what we're going to do then is that we're going to cut those out. So, we'll cut these out now. So what I'm going to do next is, if you've got gloopy glue, that's brilliant. If it holds, even use staplers, but let an adult do that, and don't staple it while it's on your head, because that would just be silly. Right, okay, so we'll stick these two together. There we go. Right, quite a bit neater than that. Right, so, we'll have one long strip like that, and this will tie around the back of your head. Just stick them together. There we go. Okay, so when that's stuck together, and pop that there. Hopefully you have a smaller head than mine, because I've used 2 strips to the full length and my head is still too big. Okay, next, get 2 different coloured sheets of card, a green and a red, or whatever you have around. It doesn't have to be this colour. And then on the back of them, draw some nice pointy triangles there. There we go. Oh, mountains. And we'll cut those out. Okay, so should have something like this now cut out. Now what we're going to do is we're going to stick it onto this in just a moment. Just going to give it a bit of a curl that way. So that way, not that way, otherwise we'll not see the colour. So what you do is just give it a little roll like this, like so. There you go, you see that? There we go. And then you should have something like this going on. And then what we'll do, sorry, my bad, is stick it on like that, okay? Stick it on the inside. And then we'll do the same with the red, and then the green again, the red again, or whatever colours you have. Just have 2 different colours like this going around, okay? There we have our jester's hat. Now you can be just like Johnny the Jolly Jester and tell terrible jokes. Sorry, Johnny. Thank you very much for joining me for Craft Corner. I hope you've enjoyed making all of these crafts. I've loved making them. And thank you very much to the grown-ups who have also helped with making the crafts. And I've loved the ones that you've sent in as well. Great job. Well, I want to thank you very much. It's been an absolute pleasure doing Craft Corner. Hope to see you very soon. For now, I'm Prince John saying goodbye. Goodbye. Oh, no.
Prince, that was great. Thanks so much, Prince John. Now we can all be like Johnny the Jester. We have made some great crafts over the weeks of Kingdom Quest, but it hasn't always been smooth sailing. Take a look at the Craft Corner outtakes.
Hello and welcome to Kingdom Quest and... Oh no! A dragon! Ah! Ah! Whoa! Sound effects! Whoa! Hello, welcome to Craft Corner. I'm Prince John, and today we're going to make this. What we'll do there is we'll just stick that together so it doesn't come apart. This is going to be the main body, and I'm having trouble with the cellars. Oh, no. Okay, so what we should end up with is something like this. It's got 4 legs. There we go. It's like a strange looking dog at the moment, but don't worry. Okay then, right, we have our circle. So what we're going to do is that's going to stick down. So this kind of there we go. So that we would have this going actually. So hello. Can't do it. Whoa, shadow packs! Whoa! Wow. Okay. Okay, now the exciting part. Bring back the bottom of your sword. And now we're going to slot that in there, like so. I have the power! Oh, hang on, that's the right guy, isn't it? Yeah, dragon, you're going down. Until next time, goodbye. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye. Join in. Goodbye.
Well, that is it. The end of Kingdom Quest 2020. It has been so much fun. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you keep checking our YouTube channel to see what's coming up next. We've got some great new episodes of At Home Club starting next week. See you on the next adventure!